Oilers back out in front by 14. Go right side west. They want to go down low. They do to Fletcher, and he just dribbled it off his foot. So another turnover. And that'll get Jeff Young up off the bench. Less than pleased. Longtime Walsh head coach. Closing on 10 minutes to go in this first half. Oilers enjoying that 14-point lead. Elijah Kollick at the top of the key. Gets a screen from Overheiser. A lot of contact. No call. Sent it down the baseline to Smith. Trey. Lob it up over the top to Overheiser. Overheiser baseline drop up strong with the right hand. Bucket's good. 16-point lead for the Oilers. 27-11. And Findlay's done it on the defensive end here. Zach Carter right side to Connor West. West trying to go inside, not there. Up top to Vonneran. Vonneran feed the post to Fletcher. Fletcher one-on-one against TST. Double team comes against Cat. He's in trouble on the short corner. Able to get it back to Vonneran. 10 on the shot clock. Vonneran trying to work against Cat. He'll go into the lane. Missed everything. Rebound on the floor. Still on the floor. Picked up by Trey Smith. Oilers want to run. Here comes Trey. Top of the key with. Hand back to Cat. Cat will drive in the lane and lost it out of bounds. But he'll stay here with the Oilers. Andy Burnett will check into the ball game. 6'9" freshman from Coldwater. And also Jamil Moore back in the game. Say that a bunch of times fast. Singleton into TST. Tyler, see if he goes to work on Fletcher. He does. Drive on in. Send it over to AO, who was zigging, and TST was zagging, and that's a turnover. So unforced error for the Oilers. Still lead 27-11. 9 minutes to go until halftime. Zach Carter will go across the timeline, right side to Moore. Moore then trying to go inside to Fletcher. He will. Fletcher, little baseline jumper is long. Rebound battled for, still battled for. West able to get it from Kollick. Kick out. Moore. Moore thought about the three, picked it up, goes back to Zach Carter. Carter with the drive around a Burnett screen. Pull-up jumper is good. Offensive rebound killed the Oilers there. Cuts the lead down to 14, 27-13. Trey Smith at the top. Nearly turned it over and does. Zach Carter able to corral it. Picks it up, sending it ahead to West. West ahead to Moore, and they'll stand and hold the basketball. Cross-court pass to Fletcher. Three-point bomb coming. That's off the mark. Long rebound picked up by Trey. Smith with it, right point. Send it left point, TST. He'll hand back to Cat. Send it inside to TST. Little baseline, turn, face, throw up the shot. Left it way short. Moore with a rebound. Both teams look tired. Back to Zach Carter. He'll stand at the volleyball line and slow things down. See Martise and Ricardo next dead ball. Fletcher with it. Trying to go inside to Burnett. Not there. Goes back to Zach Carter. They double team him. Now he'll dribble out of it. 12 on the shot clock. Carter around the screen. Breaks the double team. Pull-up jumper coming. And it's good. 4-0 run now by Walsh. And lead down to 12, 27-15. Trey Smith will stand out by the volleyball line, go left side to Kollick. Kollick around a TST screen, set it down low to TST. Inside to AO. He was up for the slam, but he gets it blocked from the backside. And that will bring us to immediate timeout. 7:23 to go in the first half. Oilers lead at 27-15. This is Findlay basketball on 88.3 WLFC.
Ron Knopf in studio with your GLIAC scoreboard update. Earlier tonight in
When I was 6, my mom had a stroke.
I'm Paul George. Learn the signs of a stroke fast.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. Spot a stroke fast.
It's not always easy being a dad.
Do you have panda asthma too? Does that run in the family? This is the home of the most priceless kung fu artifacts.
But when you make an effort,
Dad, we're not supposed to touch anything.
Oh, sorry.
Go long, son.
it's always worth it.
Whoa, master!
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
I am gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov to learn more.
Walsh. Findlay shooting 52%, including 3 of 6 from downtown. Walsh just 33%. That's your difference. Terrence Sullivan has 7. Martise Kimbrough has 7. And then Trey Smith has 5 points, 4 rebounds off the bench. So Martise and Taryn back in the game along with Ricardo Smith, TST, and Elijah Collick. And the Oilers need a bucket here. It's been about 2 minutes without a field goal. Just 2 foul calls here in the first half. Each team with 1. Send it to the corner to Elijah. Elijah baseline drive, cut off, doubles back, finds Taryn on the baseline. Taryn to Elijah. Elijah from way downtown. Up and in. That hit every part of the rim, the backboard, and went down, and the Oilers needed it. Oilers now lead by 15, 30-15. Send it right side to Moore, top of the key now. And then back to Zach Carter. Carter, stutter step, drive in on Martise, pull up jumper coming, and got it. Impressive shot that time by Zach Carter. Stops the bleeding momentarily. 13-point lead for the Oilers, top of the key to Martise. Sent over to TST. Tyler will drive on in, up with the left hand, and how about that? Tough move by TST to make it happen underneath. Carter now right side. Breaks the double team. Ball on the floor. Somehow gets into the hands of Keck, who throws it up for an easy 2. An unlucky play that time for the Oilers. Carter lost possession. Just ended right up in Keck's hands. Elijah with the basketball. Left side to Martise. Ball comes down to the post to Ricardo. Ricardo now will attack. Blocked on the weak side by Keck with a 2-handed block. Zach Carter picks it up. He'll stutter step. Pull up jumper coming, and it's good again. And he is on fire. Charlie Ernst talked about it. Great pull-up game just inside the three-point line. 32-21 is the score. Oilers out in front. Hand back to Elijah. Elijah from downtown. Got it again. Elijah Collick starting to get a little rhythm going. And Zach Carter looks tired. He's hunched over. And now he'll take the basketball. 5:44 to go in this first half. Oilers lead at 35-21. Send it over to Keck. Right point. Top of the key, Burnett. Reverse it to Moore. Moore will stand with the basketball. Finds Connor Keck at the top, then go to the baseline. West throws up a 3, and it's good. Connor West, just a freshman, knocks it in. Now both teams heating up. Terrence Sullivan with it. Thought about a 3. Now he'll drive in the lane, throw it to no one in particular, but Martise able to corral it. Oilers now standing around. Martise around his screen. Wide open from downtown. He launches 3. It's good. Both teams trading 3-point bombs right now. 38-24 is the lead. Oilers need stops. Oilers out in front by 14. Here's Keck, top of the key. Hand back to Moore. Moore around a big screen. He'll launch the bomb. It's good again. And back-to-back-to-back 3-point shots by both teams. Taryn, right side of the floor. Driving the lane. Reverse it over to Collick. Then send it inside and up top to Rick. And he got fouled. And we'll see if they call it shooting or not. Foul's going to come against Connor West, and they are going to say 2 shots. So Ricardo Smith will go to the line. Ricardo, the senior from Toledo Whitmer High School, couple of dribbles. Shots in the air, and that's off the mark. Several substitutions here for Walsh. Zach Carter comes out. We'll see how long he stays out. I imagine he'll be back after the next media timeout. Another opportunity for Ricardo at the line. Foul shot in the air. That one's better. Ain't good. 39-27 is the Oiler lead. Full court pressure for Findlay. Ball comes into Moore. Moore then back to Vonderland. Vonderland picked up his dribble. Finds West. Then back over to Moore. And he'll take it across the timeline. Oilers show zone. Now they'll back out of it. Find Vonderland at the volleyball line. At 6'7", he'll handle the point guard duties. Send over to Carpenter, left side Moore. Moore top the key West. Thought about a 3. Got his man up there. Has to go back to Moore. Moore defended by Collick. Go inside to Parker. Parker up with the right hand and good. Good move there by Will Parker. Lead is 10 for the Oilers at 39-29. Here comes a drive from Martise. He'll throw it up with the left hand. Can't get the shot to go, but Teese is fouled and go to the line. Going to get Chandler Vonderland. It's Chandler Vonderland's first foul, team's 3rd foul. So Martise, a 95% foul shooter, will step to the line. Remind fans, follow us on Twitter. @OilersOnAir is the handle. First foul shot is good. ShopOilers.com is the new website for the Findlay Athletic Department to buy all your Findlay apparel, check it out. Second foul shot coming from Martise. That one's also good. 41-29. Teams have traded buckets here recently. Oilers need to get some stops. Moore sent it ahead to Carpenter. Corrals it in. They go back to Vonderen. Whistle. And we have debris on the floor, so that'll bring us to our media timeout. So with 5:53 to go in this first half, it's a media timeout. Oilers lead at 41-29. This is Findlay basketball on 88.3 WLFC.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Why do I choose Union Bank? Because they understand that I work hard for my money and deserve a reward, like Everyday Rewards Checking, a checking account that rewards you with a refund on your ATM charges. Plus, you can get paid cash rewards or great interest rate rewards just for using your debit card or paying a bill online, right from your phone or tablet. Stop by the Union Bank today and ask about Everyday Rewards Checking, or visit us online. Your community bank. Union Bank. Member FDIC.
Been a great offensive first half for Findlay. Unfortunately, Walsh is starting to come along a little bit. Or the biggest lead for Findlay was 16 early in this first half. They've cut it down to 12 and do have possession. So Zach Carter remains on the bench. So see if Findlay can take advantage here. Oilers show 2-3 zone. Vonderen picks it up. They go over to Moore. Now back over Carpenter. Carpenter back to Moore, right side of the floor. Still with it. Now we'll go top of the key. Send it into Vonderen. Kick out Carpenter. Carpenter thought about going inside. Not there. 2 on the shot clock. Moore just fires up a shot. In and out. Terrence Sullivan grabs the rebound, and Findlay gets the stop they're looking for. Quickly head to Martise. Stutter step. Come around the screen. Send it down to the baseline to TST. Tyler Stern-Tucker will drive in on him. Throw it up with the right hand. Missed it. Rebound goes out of bounds, and it'll be Findlay basketball. So Oilers get a second opportunity. Collick will inbound the ball here. Ball come all the way in the backcourt to Taryn. Taryn then will hand off to Ricardo Smith. See Zach Carter next dead ball. Ricardo at the volleyball line, dribble right side. Looking to go inside to Taryn. Whistle. And a foul. Legal screen against Tyler Stern-Tucker. And that'll allow Zach Carter to come in. So 2 negatives there. And the Oilers with an empty possession. Oilers will stay in there, full court pressure. Ball comes in to Zach Carter. Then over to Moore. Moore, a little hesitation. 5 seconds to get across the timeline. 4 seconds. And does with Vonderen. And the Oilers will stay in their 2-3 zone. Find Moore left point, then back right point to Vonderen. Left side of the floor. Carter, send it inside, and then down to the baseline. Moore thought about a 3, 10 seconds to go. Top of the key, Carter got away with a walk. Find Vonderen, got his man up in the air. He drives into the lane, and the layup is good. Chandler Vonderen, 4 points, and 10-point lead for the Oilers now. Teese got it knocked away. And Vonderen, a very poor three-point shooter, about 19% on the year, but he's been able to get the Oilers up in the air. Martise, top of the key to Taryn, right side Collick. Collick finds Martise, gets his man up in there, wide open from the top of the key, and that didn't hit anything. Nothing but net that time for Martise Kimbrough. Oilers lead back up to 13, 44-31. Carter with it. Gets it across to Vonderen. He picks up his dribble, comes top of the key, and then back to Carter. Carter, left side Moore, 15 on the shot clock. Oilers in that 2-3 zone. Vonderen with a couple ball fakes. Ball comes inside to Connor Keck. Whistle and a travel. Oilers get the call that time. That was actually Parker, Will Parker on the travel. Trey Fletcher will come into the ball game. Replace Parker. So Oiler possession up 13, 2 minutes to go until halftime. Trey Smith in the game, hands off to Sullivan, top of the key, then back to Elijah. Elijah drive all the way in, scoop to the hoop with the left hand, got it swatted from the backside, picked up by Zach Carter. Carter ahead to Fletcher. Fletcher with a left-handed running layup, and that's an easy one. Back we go the other way. TST left side. Hand back to Taryn, picked up his dribble. Tyler looks frustrated out there, top of the key to Martise. Martise thought about the step back. Now hand off to Trey Smith, 15 on the shot clock. Colick has it. He'll drive in, find Trey Smith wide open from downtown again, and he buried it. Trey Smith has been big off the bench. He's got 8 points for the Oilers, and Findlay with a 14-point lead. Oilers will switch back to man-to-man. Zach Carter with the basketball, right wing. Gets a screen from Carpenter. He'll come around it. The Oilers will hedge it. Left side, Vonneran, hand back to Moore, and an offensive foul. Vonneran picks up his foul there. That'll be his second foul. Cat Singleton will check into the ball game. Replace Elijah Colick. So Martise Kimbrough with 8 points. Terrence Sullivan has 7 points. Trey Smith off the bench with 8. At the half, we'll have Corey Britton. The entering Corey. Corey was the manager on our national championship team, now the head coach, basketball-wise, at Fort Larmian. They're 13-3, off to a great start. TST with the basketball top of the key. He'll hand back to Martise, get to the elbow, now drive in. Backdoor pass to Singleton. Cat needs some help, still needs some help. Comes to the corner to Taryn, then over to Martise. Martise from way downtown. It's short. Rebound by Trey Fletcher. He'll hand ahead to Carter. Zach Carter around the screen. Now a little hesitation. He'll drive in, step back from the elbow, and that's good. 47-35 is the score. 12-point lead. Oilers will hold for the last shot. And Trey Smith will call the timeout with 19.6 seconds left in this first half. So 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. And the Oilers, as well as they've played offensively, have not been all that great defensively. This is a 16-point lead, down to 12. And Zach Carter, we'll get the official numbers with him. He came into this game averaging 25. He's got to be close to 15. So we'll see what Dan Chardo is able to draw up here out of the timeout. Remind Findlay fans, February 18th is Hall of Fame Day, 11 a.m. at Weinbrunner. $25 a ticket. Contact the athletic office at 419-434-4516 for tickets. So Cat Singleton will inbound. And he'll go back to Trey Smith. Trey will walk it across the timeline. Staying with it at the volleyball line. Carter will come out and defend him. Still with the basketball. Trey, dribble right side, go to Martise and back to Trey. Trey picked it up. They'll come back to Martise. Double team comes. He'll go ahead and launch the shot, and it's good. Double team came, double team left. Martise Kimbrough buries it at the buzzer. 50-35 is the Oiler lead. This was a great start for the Oilers right from the start. We will go ahead and do a summary here before we send it to the halftime break. Oilers got off to a hot start. We're up 16-6, had a 10-point advantage. Able to build that 10-point lead up to 16 points. Then credit Walsh, they got it down to 10 after a couple pull-ups from Zach Carter. And then it's really been the Martise Kimbrough show last couple possessions. You got a two big threes from Trey Smith, and then the one at the buzzer where Martise is able to nail one in to give the Oilers 50 points. Findlay leads 50-35 here at the half. Let's send it back to the break. This is Oiler basketball on 88.3 WLC.
University of Findlay Sports is brought to you on 88.3 WLFC in part by City Barbecue on Flag City Drive in Findlay. City Barbecue Catering can cook for groups of all sizes and can handle your special requests. You can find City Barbecue at 15033 Flag City Drive.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be?
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. You can do it here. But you probably won't. You're busy. Kids, work, show coming back in 48 seconds. So let's do this now. Hold up one finger if you're a man, women, 0. 3 more fingers if you're over 60, 2 over 50, 1 over 40. If you're not sure, keep in mind you're sitting on a couch right now, so 1 more finger if you're not very active. 1 finger if yes, 0 if no. 1 yes, 0 no. Next, find the body type that looks most like you and hold up that many fingers while I look around awkwardly. And that's it. If you're holding up 5 fingers or more, you probably have prediabetes. Sorry to be so blunt, but hey, you're busy. Just go to the site.
So they say it's a man's world? Well, I don't see anybody's name on it. While they were out doing their thing, we slowly changed all that. We changed all that. Today, women can do anything men can do. And there's one thing we're even better at.
You're a teacher, a motivator, an innovator, and always needed. Your days start early. Your weekends are sometimes more work than play. But you'll persevere. Because you'll have teachers, innovators, and motivators guiding you each step of the way. University of Findlay, preparing educators for meaningful lives and productive careers.
Underwriting provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404 North Main Street, Findlay, 419-423-7494. UF students get 10% off with ID. UFTV is your university and community TV station.
Tyler Evans came up huge throughout the tournament.
They did. Very happy for Tyler to hit that shot, and of course had a great career. And what a special time for you to be at the University of Findlay to work under Ron Niekamp, and of course Charlie Ernst. You mentioned Dan Chardot, and I got to believe you're head coach now at Fort Laramie, a school teacher as well. And I got to believe that there's a lot of those guys in what you do today.
I can't be where I'm at today without those guys. Just watching Coach Niekamp and his demeanor on the sideline and how he let his kids play through some difficult times, and Coach Ernst and the things he did defensively while we were here, try to use as much as we can at our high school level at Fort Laramie and try to incorporate a lot of those principles.
Well, the one thing that all the ex-players talk about when I have them on the air, when they talk about Ron, the thing they learned is that Ron was always fair, and I think that's maybe one of the things that a lot of people don't know about coaching is it's about relationships. And Ron always had great relationships with his players. They understood where he stood, and in return, I think they always gave him a great effort.
Yeah, with Coach Niekamp, there was no gray area. It was either you were going to do things right or you weren't going to play. And I think just having that at the high school level is extremely important, just to let kids know where they stand and talking about those roles. And those Findlay teams always had those roles mapped out, and those kids played those roles to perfection.
Let's talk a little bit about what you're doing now at Fort Laramie, and 13-3 right now with the program. And if I recall, when you took over that program, they didn't have many wins, and you've been working on turning that program around.
Yeah, I mean, Fort Loramie, it's a basketball community. I mean, rich tradition. Last Friday night, we just welcomed back our 30 and 40-year anniversary state championship teams, and it was a little bit of a struggle last year. We were real young, playing some sophomores, and now those sophomores are juniors and sort of reaping the benefits of that. We've gotten off to a great start, and 6 big games left to go. Hopefully we can win out in the county and give ourselves a chance for a league championship.
They play in the Shelby County League, and Findlay fans will be enjoying Brady Wildermuth, who comes to the University of Findlay next year. And unfortunately, I think you got to face him coming up, I believe you said this weekend, and he's an outstanding player.
Brady's a tremendous basketball player. The way he plays, and his toughness and his grit and his understanding how to play. Findlay people are going to learn to love Brady in a heartbeat. He jumps really well. He'll dunk it with any opportunity he gets, and just plays extremely hard. And that's the type of players that Croy has learned to love, the tough kids that get on the floor, take a charge, dive for the ball out of bounds. People in Croy here, they'll learn to love Brady in a heartbeat.
You think about basketball in this area, I think a lot of people think of Liberty Benton at the high school level. Of course, we had some great players from Liberty Benton, Nathan Hyde, of course, but I think Jackson Center, when you go down and you think of Fort Loramie, Jackson Center in the Shelby County League, they've kind of been a mainstay down there, and they've, I believe, recently won a state championship, and they're certainly a tough customer in your conference.
Oh, Jackson Center is one of the best teams in the league, and they're actually coached by Scott Elker, who's a Findlay grad as well. So they were just in the Final Four last year, lost to Lincoln View in the state semifinals, and I think in 2009 they lost to Dylan Kaufman's Berlin Highland team in the state championship game. So there's no one better in Southwest Ohio than Scott Elker, the way he gets his kids to play and defensively, and the way he gets those kids to buy in. And I mean, they're a tough out every year, and they're 10-5 this year, and they probably lost their best player last year in the Sosby kid. They're right back 10-5, and it's a school where there's not a lot of picking from kids-wise, and nobody better than Scott Elker and Southwest Ohio basketball coaches.
Well, I know you're obviously the head coach for Fort Loramie, but let's talk a little bit about what you do for your full-time job. I know you're an education major. What do you teach?
I teach 3rd and 4th grade special education at Findlay, or the Fort Loramie. Graduated from Findlay with a teaching degree, and I love my job. I never in a million years did I ever think I'd be able to teach 3rd and 4th graders, but I don't know if I'd ever go back to the high school level. I love the little ones. Every day it's a new challenge, and just the little things brighten their day the most, and I love every second of it.
Well, one of the things I've noticed, you're always back. You come back here for a lot of games, and this is a fun team to watch, this version of the University of Findlay, and certainly been through their fair share of adversity this season with losing Austin Gardner and then losing their center and Alex White. And I guess you're a coach. You know how this works. You have injuries like that. You lose your starting point guard, you lose your starting center, and to still be sitting there with 15 wins, opportunity today to get 16. I think Charlie Ernst probably done a pretty good job.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. I mean, when you lose key pieces like that, especially 2 starters, I mean, that's tough to do. You're down to you go into a season every year and you sort of map out your season and where you want to be at certain points, and you start that starting lineup that first game of the year knowing things are going to change, but you don't think you're going to lose two of the 5. So, yeah, the way they're at, I mean, I'm sure every game presents a new problem and a new hole to plug, but they're playing really well tonight. They're a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, certainly are. Well, Corey, I appreciate you joining us, and always glad when we get alums to come back, and certainly welcome any time to come back on the air.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right, that's Corey Britton, a 2011 graduate of the University of Findlay. Of course, was the manager on that 2009 national championship team, and it's always good whenever we can hear that call for the big shot from Tyler Evans. Well, we've got about 5 minutes to go here before we get to the second half. Let's send it back to the studio. When we come back, we'll have the halftime stats as Oiler basketball on 88.3 WLFC.
University of Findlay Athletics is sustained on 88.3 WLFC by Frickers. Frickers is located at exit 157 off of Interstate 75.
Why do you want to go to college? To become something more? To find your line and go beyond it? To make someone's life better? To start on a path to a productive career? That's why the University of Findlay is here. Since 1882, a community of passionate learners, inspiring the best in each other.
Why do I choose Union Bank? Convenience. At work, home, or out and about. I can check my balance from my smartphone, laptop, or tablet, and even deposit a check. I'll find convenient locations all across the region with a staff who cares, from my community, and a great network of ATMs, so there's always one close by. Visit theubank.com and see just how convenient your community bank is for you. Thank you, Omar. Member FDIC.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Saginaw Valley with 11-9 lead over Wayne State just underway in the first half. Fair State has a 27-18 lead over Grand Valley State. 8 minutes to go in that first half. That's up in Allendale. Lake Erie 55, ODU 41. 13:45 to go in the second half. Halftime score, Lake Superior State leads Northwood 48-35. And then at the Dragons' Lair, Ashland has come back and has a 46-43 lead over Tiffin. Still 17 minutes to go in that contest. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the stats. Start with Walsh, led by Zach Carter, 6 of 8 from the floor, 12 of 1 from three-point range, 12 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Trey Fletcher, 2 of 7 from the floor. He has 4 points, 3 rebounds. Jerome Moore's knocked in 2 threes. He has 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Stephen Carpenter got the start, played 10 minutes, has 2 points. Chandler Valderin, 6'7" freshman, 2 of 5 from the floor, 4 points, 2 rebounds. Connor West knocked in a 3. Connor Keck able to knock in a 2-point bucket, also has 3 assists. Andy Burnett, 5 minutes, did not score. Will Parker, 1 of 2 from the floor, 2 points. As a team, Walsh shoots 52%, 16 of 31 from the floor, 3 of 9 from downtown, and that's 33%. Did not shoot a foul shot. Oilers, led by Martise Kimbrough, 6 of 11 from the floor, 4 of 7 from downtown, 2 of 2 from the foul line, 18 points and an assist. Terrence Sullivan, 3 of 5 from the floor, 1 of 1 from three-point range, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Tyler Stern-Tucker, he's 3 of 6 shooting, has 6 points, 2 rebounds. Ricardo Smith, 1 of 2 from the floor, 1 of 2 from the foul line, 3 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, a block, and a steal. Elijah Collick, he's hit 2 threes, given 6 points and 3 assists. Cat Singleton played 6 minutes, did not score. Trey Smith, 3 of 3 from the floor, 2 of 2 from downtown, 8 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist. Aaron Oberheiser played 5 minutes, has 2 points. Findlay in that first half, 19 of 34 for 56%. 9 of 13 for downtown. That's 69%, so that's the difference in the ball game. And then 3 of 4 from the foul line for 75%. Points in the paint, Oilers have that one 16-12. Points off turnovers, 9-4 in favor of Findlay. Second chance points, 5-4 in favor of the Oilers. Set fast break points, 6-2 in favor of Findlay. And then bench points, 10-7. Oilers have that. Findlay's had to lead the entire way, lead by 16. Their biggest lead was by 16. That came with 9 minutes to go in the first half. So our halftime score, 50-35. And got a few seconds before we get started here. Certainly the first 4 minutes very important for the Orange and Black. Got off to a good start the half. Need a good start here in the second. Also got to be a little bit wary of the three-point ball as Walsh struggled and the Oilers were on fire. You got to believe that's probably going to even out a little bit. I do think the Oilers have an advantage inside if they can get the ball down there. So the Oilers will come out on the floor and Walsh will start with the basketball. Vondren will send it in to Zach Carter and we'll get things going. Carter go right side to Moore, trying to go inside to Fletcher. Not there. Comes top of the key. The Oilers switch it. Now it does come inside to Fletcher. Fletcher will attack. Throw it up with the left hand. Bucket's good. So Trey Fletcher looking to assert himself on the block. This lead down to 13 now. Ricardo Smith sent it right side to Collick. Collick cross-court pass to Taryn. Taryn down to the baseline. CST, they'll switch it. Then send it inside of the post to Sullivan. Sullivan working against Carpenter. Behind the back dribble. Still with the basketball. Now come middle of the floor. Throw it up with the right hand. Bucket's good. And Walsh just doesn't have an answer for that in the post. Like to see the Oilers just keep going back to it. So Walsh and the Oilers trade buckets. They'll go down the baseline to Moore. More than to Carter. Carter on the baseline, way short. Rebounded away by Martise Kimbrough. Kimbrough ahead to TST. Tyler picks up his dribble. Cross-court pass to Sullivan. Terrence sent it to the corner. Elijah thought about the three, working on Bonner, and he'll come around. Step back jumper coming in down. Back-to-back buckets here for the Oilers, and the Oilers with their biggest lead at 17. Send it right side, right wing to Moore. Moore looking to go inside to Fletcher and does. Fletcher down on the block. He'll black down TST. Double team comes. In some trouble. Ball kicked up in the air. Still up in the air. Vollnerin grabs it and then throws it into the backcourt. Moore then picks it up, and that's a backcourt violation. So the Oilers get the turnover. And now another opportunity, up 17. And no argument from Jeff Young, so must have been the correct call, at least in his eyes. Ricardo Smith, left point, left side of the floor, and then inside to Ricardo. He'll throw it up with the right hand. A lot of contact, no call. Rebound comes to Vollnerin. Vollnerin at the top of the key. He'll come around the screen, turn, and then go right side to Moore. Moore trying to feed it inside. Nobody there. Now he goes inside to Fletcher. Fletcher up with the left hand. That's off the mark. Sullivan with another rebound. Taryn will lead the break. Top of the key, Terrence Sullivan working against Fletcher. Hand back to Martise. Martise will come top of the key now, right point to Ricardo Smith. Ricardo put it on the floor with the right hand. Throw it up with that right hand. Whistle and the foul. And that will be the first foul on Zach Carter. So 2 foul shots coming for Ricardo Smith. Oilers up 54-37. 17 points is the largest. Opportunity to extend it here. Ricardo Smith, couple dribbles with the right hand, shots on its way, and that one's no good. Ricardo 1 of 3 from the foul line today. Second one coming for Rick. Shots in the air, way short, ball kicked around. Vollnerin able to grab it and only hand back to Carter. So no blood that time on the foul. Send it to the elbow. To Fletcher, then down low to Moore. Moore will throw it up, got a swatter from the backside by Ricardo Smith, but he's fouled with the body. So now Jamel Moore will go and shoot 2 foul shots. So foul's going to come on Ricardo. And now Jamil Moore to shoot 2 foul shots from Richmond Heights, Ohio. Average 11 points per game. Pretty good athlete at 6'3". He'll be back next year. Of course, Walsh with a lot to replace next year, losing Fletcher and Carter. Probably the 2 best scorers in all of the GLIAC. Walsh going to the GMAC next year with the Oilers. First foul shot is good. Second one coming. That's off the back iron. Fletcher gets the rebound. Oilers didn't box out. Second opportunity. Zach Carter come around a Fletcher screen. He'll drive in the lane. Throw up the step back, and he got Taryn up in the air. Now Zach Carter go back to the line. So that'll be the second foul on Terrence Sullivan. So now Zach Carter at the line to shoot 2. A little bit better foul shooter. This Walsh team is dangerous. Or there's a 16-point lead, but they can make that evaporate in a hurry. First foul shot is good. Second opportunity for Zach Carter. Foul shot in the air and good. So it's a 3-point possession for the Cavaliers. Lead down to 14, 54-40. Still a lot of time in this second half. TST with it. Thought about the back door. Now we'll go to Elijah on the curl. He'll come all the way in. Right-handed layup. Bucket! And the foul for Elijah Kollick. And that's a nice little change there from assistant head coach Dan Shardo. There, the curl cut that time by Elijah. Normally he goes out for the 3-point bomb. He goes on the curl. And now an opportunity for the old-fashioned 3-point play. That's also the second foul on Zach Carter. So Elijah, 82% foul shooter. Foul shot is good. And the lead back up to 17, 57-40, 17-20 to go here in this second half. Carter sent it right point to Fletcher. Fletcher then sent it to the wing to Carter. Carter come around a Fletcher screen. Pocket pass inside to Fletcher, and he's fouled. So Walsh starting to use the two-man game here effectively. Fletcher will go back to the line. So Fletcher, the lefty, senior. One dribble, foul shot on the way. It's good. Second opportunity coming here for Fletcher. Want to remind Oiler fans, shop Oilers.com. Oiler gear, Oiler apparel, Oiler everything. Shop Oilers.com. Second foul shot's good. 15-point lead for Findlay, 52-42. Ricardo Smith goes right side to Elijah. Elijah around the TST screen, top of the key, then find Martise. Martise alone from three, got it. And the Oilers just outworking Walsh right now on the offensive end, running guys off of screens, not able to keep up. And now this Oiler lead is swelled to 18. Fletcher, right point. Hand back to Vonderan. Vonderan over to Carter. Carter defended by Kimbrough. Kimbrough, a little Carter hesitation. Shot on the way. That's off the mark. TST with the rebound. He'll send it ahead to Ricardo Smith. Quickly head left side to Martise. Martise baseline drive and a foul. Called it before the shot. Foul goes on Vonderan. His third foul. Team's third as well. So Martise feeling it right now. Has 21 points. And Elijah Collick to inbound. Elijah will send it in to Sullivan, then over TST, up inside now, and then back out to Collick in the corner to Sullivan. Three-point jumper way off the mark. Rebound comes to Moore. Good offense by the Oilers, just couldn't get it to go. Moore send it inside to Fletcher. Fletcher, double team comes out to Moore. Moore got his man up in the air, will drive in on him, then dump down low to Fletcher again. Fletcher, spin move to the baseline, bucket's good. Tough matchup down low. And 60-44 is the Oiler lead. Martise, cross-court pass, back top of the key, left side, Sullivan. Taryn come around a T screen, and Taryn threw it away. Taryn, who started this game aggressive, has come out not so aggressive here in the second half, and that's going to bring us to a media timeout. 15:57 to go in the second half. Oilers lead at 60-44. This is Oiler basketball on 88.3 WLFC.
Kirk Chiropractic is committed to your health.
It's not always easy being a dad.
Do you have panda asthma too? Does that run in the family? This is the home of the most priceless kung fu artifacts.
But when you make an effort,
Dad, we're not supposed to touch anything. Oh, sorry.
Go long, son! It's always worth it.
Whoa! Master!
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
I am gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov to learn more.
Underwriting provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404 North Main Street, Findlay, 419-423-7494. UF students get 10% off with ID. UFTV is your university and community TV station.
Welcome back to Croy. Jason Granger here with you. Oilers holding on right now to a 16-point lead, 60-44. Largest lead has been 18. Martise Kimbrough has 21 points. Elijah Collick has 11. Terrence Sullivan has 9. Trey Fletcher, though, starting to heat up for the Cavaliers. He has 10. Zach Carter with 14. So it'll be Carpenter to inbound. And he does to Zach Carter. Carter will pick up the basketball. Now come across the timeline. Go right side to Moore. Moore top of the key to Fletcher. Fletcher got away with a walk. Go back to Moore. Then top of the key to Carter. 20 on the shot clock. Carter right side Moore. Looking to go inside. Trying to go into Fletcher. Still trying to go into Fletcher and does. Double team comes. Cross-court pass over to Carpenter. He eyes a three, and that's off the mark. Rebound comes to TST. Send it ahead to Ricardo Smith. Ricardo, right side Terrence. Send it down to the corner to Collick. Thought about the three. Now put it on the floor with the left hand. Top the key, TST. Tyler over to Teese. Teese around the screen. They'll hedge it. Send it to the corner to Tyler. Tyler from downtown. Off the mark. Long rebound. Picked up by Ricardo Smith. He'll attack. Send it to the baseline. Tyler go up with the right hand and got it swatted away. Swatted away that time by Connor Keck. Back we go the other way, and Carter loses it. Full court pass ahead to Ricardo Smith. He tries to throw an alley-oop dunk, and it got blocked away. Back we go the other way. Inside, send it to the corner to Carter. Carter will step up and shoot the shot. And the Oilers just can't make the smart play, and that's going to be a timeout for Walsh. And Charlie Ernst is beside himself, and he should be. The Oilers had several opportunities to extend this lead. Instead, dilly-dallying with the ball, and just like that, this is a 14-point lead. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take it. Oilers lead 60-46. This is Findlay basketball on 88.3 WLFC.
Outback Steakhouse is proud to bring you Oilers sports on 88.3 WLFC. Featuring a menu with steaks, seafood, and more, Outback Steakhouse.
Why do I choose Union Bank? Convenience. At work, home, or out and about. I can check my balance from my smartphone, laptop, or tablet, and even deposit a check. I'll find convenient locations all across the region with a staff who cares, from my community, and a great network of ATMs. So there's always one close by. Visit theubank.com and see just how convenient your community bank is for you. Thank you, Omar. Member FDIC.
Underwriting provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404 North Main Street, Findlay, 419-423-7494. UF students get 10% off with ID.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
Welcome back to Croy. Timeout by Walsh there. Interesting enough, Findlay was completely frazzled, I thought. But Coach Jeff Young took the timeout. 14:45 to go here in the second half, and it's a 14-point lead for the Oilers. Top of the key, TST. Tyler, left side, Trey Smith. Ball comes inside to Tarrant. Tarrant looking to back his man down, up over the left shoulder, easy for two. And again, as we said early in the second half, Tarrant needs to stay in the post. It's all day long. Tarrant's got 11 points. Lead back up to 16, 62-46. Carter, right side to Moore. Moore thinking about going inside to Parker, not there. Picked up his dribble. Now comes to Parker on the baseline. Back to Carter. Carter thought about the pull-up. Can't get it. Reverse it back to Carpenter. 11 seconds. Whistle. And the foul comes in against Terrence Sullivan. That's going to be Terrence's third foul. So I imagine he'll have to come out of the ball game here. So Cat Singleton will check into the ball game. Terrence Sullivan will have to take a seat. So very rarely this year have we had to play without Terrence Sullivan. And here's some time now. Moore send it inside. Parker throw it up and an easy one. Able to find some room underneath that time. Lead back down to 14. Sullivan and Kimbrough both on, well, Kimbrough's on the floor there, so Sullivan just on the bench. Collick, left side. Go down the baseline to Singleton. Cat with 18 seconds. Looking to back his man down. Gets all the way in. Man way up in the air. Can't get the shot to go, but Cat is absolutely hammered. And we'll go to the line to shoot two. So big two opportunities here for Cat Singleton, who has struggled from the line the last 5 games. So Cat yet to score here today. 3 dribbles with the right hand. Shots on its way, and that's good. So Cat's on the board here. Lead up to 15 now. 63-48. Critical minutes for Cat Singleton. Imagine Terrence's going to be on the bench here for probably the next 5 minutes. Second one is good. 64-48 is the Oiler advantage. Findlay will show a little full court press. Carter with it. Send it over to Keck, then back to Carter. Needs to get it across the timeline. Does with Keck. Keck will attack. Send it down the baseline to Moore. Moore will launch a quick shot from downtown and rattles home. Lead down to 13. 64-51. Walsh just hanging in there right now. Singleton, right point. Finds Martise. Martise thought about it. Now go top of the key to Cat. Singleton with it. Still with it at the top. Finds Elijah. Elijah gets in the lane. Needs some help. Finds TST. Back out to Martise. Martise, NBA range 3. It's good. Nice screen by Tyler Stern-Tucker that time. Martise has 24, and this Oiler lead back up to 16. Findlay needs to get some stops. Get this to 20, and he might have something. Carter, cross-court pass. Oilers fall back to a 2-3 zone. right side to Moore. Moore thought about that three, defended by Colick. 9 on the shot clock. Top of the key to Carter. Carter driving lane, pull up jumper coming, and he rattled it home. Zach Carter now with 18 points. It's been a tough matchup for the Oilers all night long. Trey Smith right side, sent it over to Cat. Thinking about that three. Now he'll put it on the floor. Hand back to Martise. Martise, no hesitation. Off the mark. Long rebound. Crowded in by Will Parker. Saved in bounds. And out of bounds, but it'll stay with Walsh. Trey Fletcher will check into the ball game. Connor Keck will come out, so Jeff Young maybe sensing an opportunity here with Terrence Sullivan on the bench. Elijah Colick will come out. AO to come in. Chandler Vollneran will come into the game as well, and Stephen Carpenter will take a seat. So this game very much in the balance here. Oilers have controlled it throughout, but Walsh, like we said, hanging around. Carter walking across the timeline. Oilers go back to man, send it right point to Fletcher. Fletcher still with the basketball. Hand back to Carter. Come around a big screen. Pocket pass, can't handle it. Ball picked up by Trey Smith. Ahead to Martise. Martise with a right hand, missed it, and out of bounds. It was blocked out of bounds that time by Moore, so it'll stay Findlay possession. Great pass by Trey Smith. Substitution back in. Andy Burnett will come into the ball game. And Carter. Will Parker will take a seat. Ball comes to the baseline to TST. Tyler will drive, go back to Cat. Still on the baseline. Cat with a drive. Man up in the air. Easy left-handed layup. Nice move by Cat Singleton. Showed the ball with the right hand. Came back with the left. Oilers back up by 16. Moore. Being hounded by Martise Kimbrough, standing out by the half-court stripe. Picks up the ball, goes all the way across to Vollneran. Vollneran needs some help. Down low inside to Fletcher. Fletcher turned, throw it up, and got it. Boy, tough take that time by Trey Fletcher, but he goes over the top of Aaron Overhauser, and the Oilers just trading buckets with Walsh right now. Martise around the screen. He'll get to the baseline. He'll launch it from way downtown. That's short. Ball tipped around, still battled for, and Fletcher picks it up. Back they come the other way. Zach Carter running the floor. He'll stop at the right point, go right around Cat, and he's fouled. Foul's going to go on Cat Singleton. That'll bring us to our immediate timeout. So Oilers just holding on to this 14-point lead now. 11 minutes, 9 seconds to go in the game. Finley up 69-55. This is Findlay basketball on 88.3 WLFC.
Athletics on 88.3 WLFC is brought to you in part by Blanchard Valley Veterinary Clinic.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
Why do I choose Union Bank? Because they understand that I work hard for my money and deserve a reward, like everyday rewards checking. A checking account that rewards you with a refund on your ATM charges. Plus, you can get paid cash rewards or great interest rate rewards just for using your debit card or paying a bill online, right from your phone or tablet. Stop by the Union Bank today and ask about everyday rewards checking, or visit us online. Your community bank. Union Bank. Member FDIC.
UFTV is your university and community TV station.
Well, Oilers shooting 54% here in the second half. Walsh shooting 64%. So Oilers need to find some answers here defensively. Just been trading buckets and allowing Walsh to hang around. Vollneran to inbound. Comes to the corner. To Carter, then over to Trey Fletcher. Fletcher top the key, Moore. Moore eyes a three-point bomb, and that's good again. 69-58, just 11-point lead for the Oilers. Chaz George in the game. Lost the basketball, needs some help. Goes top the key, and then left side to Martise. Cat Singleton now. Cat with the basketball, goes inside to AO. Aaron will kick it out to Martise. Wants a screen. Come around the screen, a lot of contact. Baseline drive, and lost the basketball, and we get a push. Martise goes down hard, but he's okay. And this is an interesting lineup for Charlie Ernst. Chaz George on the floor. Oilers definitely look a little tired. And who's going to step up? Terrence Sullivan, who's been very effective in the paint, picked up his second and third foul and within a minute and went to the bench. And since then, it's been a 5-0 run by Walsh. Martise around the screen, finds Trey. Trey walked to the basketball. Turn it over. And now Walsh with a chance here to get it down to single digits. Ball will come into Moore, then over to Carter. 10:30 to go in the game. A lot of time left. Carter picks up his dribble, goes to Burnett. Bernard back to Carter. Right side. Send it inside of the block. Fletcher working against George. Throw over the right hand. Bucket and a foul. Fletcher's been a man amongst boys in this game. And now can go to the line here and make this once 18-point lead. Just an 8-point lead for Findlay.
20, Chaz George. His first team 7. Trey Fletcher shooting 1.
So Fletcher, who was quiet in the first half, now has 14 points. Foul shot coming, and that's good. So 69-61 is the Oiler advantage. Closing on 10 minutes to go in the game. Trey, left side, almost threw it away. Got it to Martise, hounded by Moore. Moore gets a screen, or Martise gets a screen, now has a matchup. Thought about the step back. Right side to Trey Smith. Trey, put it on the floor, find Cat. Cat, he'll drive at the basketball, picked it up, needs some help, finds Chaz George. 6 on the shot clock. Chaz then goes into A.O. A.O. up strong, missed it, and then Overheiser fouls. And we'll see Terrence Sullivan. So that's puts the Oilers in, or puts Walsh in the bonus, so Burnett will go to the line. And we've talked about it really all broadcast. Walsh shooting a great percentage. Oilers done a poor job defending him here in the second half. So Vonderen will go to the line, shoot 1 and 1. And they got the bonus here throughout the rest of this half. Still 9 minutes and 49 seconds left. Foul shot missed badly. Rebounded by Taryn. And ahead to Martise. Back to Taryn, left point. Taryn put on the floor, baseline drive, back and Fletcher down. Cross-court pass to Trey Smith. Trey from downtown, in and out. Would like to see Taryn attack. He didn't. Passed it away, and another rebound for Walsh. Zach Carter, left side, drive in on Trey. Pull up from 4 feet, left it short. Rebound TST, or rather Taryn Sullivan. He has the basketball, left side of the floor. Crossover dribble, throw it up from 3. Way off the mark. Rebound, Andy Burnett. Poor possessions by the Oilers here, allowing Walsh to get back in the game. Valdrin, left side. Wants to go out to Zach Carter. Now he'll drive in the lane, and we get a foul to send Valdrin in the line to shoot 1 and 1 again. So Valdrin, who missed the front end on the 1 and 1. Foul shot on the way. That's in and out. So the Oilers dodge a couple bullets here. Need a bucket. Just lead by 8, 69-61. Tyler Stern-Tucker, top of the key. Left side, Trey Smith. Now at the top to Taryn. Taryn will hand back to Trey. Trey dribble right side, go to Collick. 13 on the shot clock. Collick baseline drive, cut off. He'll launch it from way downtown. It's good, and we needed it. Elijah Collick from way downtown that time on the right baseline. Elijah has 14 points. The Oilers now back up by 11. Moore walking across the timeline. Go right side to Trey Fletcher, then back to Moore. Fletcher, right point again, 14 on the shot clock. Go down the baseline. They'll screen and roll. Dump down underneath, throw it up to Fletcher. It's good, and it's just been there all day long. Oilers have no answer for screen and roll with Trey Fletcher. Martise, top of the key, cut off, nearly turned it over. Tyler Stern-Tucker able to corral it. Now he'll put it on the floor with the left hand, picks up the dribble. Up top to Trey Smith, right side to Martise. Martise will go down into the post to Taryn. Back to Teese. Martise thought about the step back. 8 on the shot clock. Teese around the screen. Tried to go through the kick out. Trey from downtown. Got it. Big bucket by Trey Smith. And that was a little unlucky for Walsh. We'll certainly take it. Career high for Trey Smith, 11 points. 12-point lead for Findlay. Closing on 7:30 to go in the ball game. Zach Carter picks up his dribble, goes to Andy Burnett. Burnett now puts it on the floor, throws over the top to Carter. Carter will come around the screen. Got his man up, got away with a huge walk, throws it up, and bucket's good. Walsh has not missed. The Oilers still on front by 10. Sullivan, cross-court pass to Trey, then go over to Kimbrough, left side of the floor. Top of the key with it is Collick. Left side TST, behind the back dribble, working on Burnett. Now we'll go back to Martise. Martise in some trouble. Send it out to Collick. Collick from downtown again. Got it! Elijah Collick with a big bomb. And both these teams putting up some incredible numbers shooting. 78-65, under 7 to play. Top of the key, Burnett. Back to Moore. Moore looking to go inside. He does to Fletcher. Fletcher, cross-court pass to Vonderen, then over to Carter. 12 on the shot clock. Carter trying to get in on Trey Smith. Double team comes. Carter into the paint. Kick out Moore. Moore from downtown. Off the mark. Oilers need a board. And they get it as it goes out of bounds off of Burnett. And that will bring us to another media timeout. Oilers trying to hang in there. Up 78-65. This is Oiler basketball on 88.3 WLFC.
This is the story of a boy who was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help. And slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Why do I choose Union Bank? Because they understand that I work hard for my money and deserve a reward, like everyday rewards checking. A checking account that rewards you with a refund on your ATM charges. Plus, you can get paid cash rewards or great interest rate rewards just for using your debit card or paying a bill online, right from your phone or tablet. Stop by the Union Bank today and ask about everyday rewards checking, or visit us online. Your community bank. Union Bank. Member FDIC.
UFTV is your university and community TV station.
I think both teams a little tired too, to be honest. And maybe some easier looks than what you might normally get. So out of the timeout, it'll be Oiler basketball in a 13-point lead. Ricardo Smith take it across the timeline and go to Sullivan, top of the key, TST. He'll fake a handoff, drive all the way in, throw it up with the left hand. Got it blocked on the backside. Here comes Walsh. TST just hasn't had the lift here today. Moore with it right side of the floor. He'll send it over to Keck, who just blocked that shot. Keck picks up his dribble, finds Moore. Singleton in defense, right side of the floor. Moore around his screen, picks it up, send it down to West. West driving the lane, dump down underneath to Parker. He'll throw it up. Actually, Connor Keck, who gets it to go for two. And the bench players for Walsh stepping up. This lead down to 11. Ricardo send it to TST. He'll hand back to Taryn. Right side to Singleton. Send it inside. Whistle. And a foul. Be the 6th-team foul against Walsh. Foul will go against Connor West. So it'll be sideline out of bounds here. Oilers need a bucket here, up just 11. Ball comes in top of the key to Sullivan, right side to Smith. Send it inside to Cat. Cat trying to back his man down. Turn, face, throw it up with the right hand. Need it and got it. Cat Singleton. And Singleton has 6 points. 80-67 is the lead for the Oilers. Go to Fletcher, right point. He'll turn face, go right side, and over left side to Moore. Top of the key, Fletcher. He'll eye a three-pointer, and that's good. Back down to 10. 80-70. Back and forth we go. Sullivan still with the basketball. Top of the key, Elijah Collick. Find TST. Tyler will put it on the floor. Nearly got it stolen away. Goes top of the key to Cat. Cat picks it up back to TST. Just inside the three-point line. Bucket's good. Tyler Stern-Tucker knocks it down. And Tyler has 8 points. Lead back out to 12. Under 5 to play. It's about stops here on out. Ball nearly stolen away. Picked up by Carter. Whistle. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Double bonus time for the Cavaliers. So Zach Carter, who has 20. Trey Fletcher has 20. We'll go to the line. First foul shot for Zach Carter is good. Chandler Vonneran will come into the ball game. Connor West will take a seat. And if Zach Carter and Trey Fletcher aren't the best 1-2 combination in the league, I'm not sure who are. Two outstanding players for Walsh, and they have flat out kept Walsh in this ball game. 82-72, 10-point lead for Findlay. 4:30 to play. Full court pressure by Walsh. Sent it ahead to Elijah. Elijah thought about going to TST. Now they'll double back out of it. Elijah with the basketball. Ball comes into the post to Taryn. Taryn turned face on Moore. Nearly lost it. Now he'll drive in on Moore. Double team comes. Cross court pass to TST. Ball fake. Get in the lane. Needs some help. Cross court pass to Elijah. Elijah from way downtown rushed it. Left it short. Rebound kicked around and out of bounds. It'll be Walsh possession. Good defense that time by Trey Fletcher. He came right at Collick and forced them to take that one early. So Walsh gets a stop. Can the Oilers get a stop? Vonneran will take it across the timeline. Close it on 4 minutes to go in the game. Martise Kimbrough, next dead ball. Ball comes to Wall inside to Vonneran. Now he kick it out wide open. Carter from downtown missed it. Rebound. Put up and in. Bucket in the foul. Connor Keck outworked the Oilers underneath to grab the rebound. And that will bring us to our media timeout. So 3:53 to go in this one. Oilers clinging to an 8-point lead, 82-74. This is Findlay basketball on 88.3 WLC.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. You can do it here. But you probably won't. You're busy. Kids, work, show coming back in 48 seconds. So let's do this now. Hold up one finger if you're a man, women, 0. 3 more fingers if you're over 60, 2 over 50, 1 over 40. If you're not sure, keep in mind you're sitting on a couch right now, so 1 more finger if you're not very active. 1 finger if yes, 0 if no. 1 yes, 0 no. Next, find the body type that looks most like you and hold up that many fingers while I look around awkwardly. And that's it. If you're holding up 5 fingers or more, you probably have prediabetes. Sorry to be so blunt, but hey, you're busy. Just go to the site.
Underwriting provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404 North Main Street, Findlay, 419-423-7494. UF students get 10% off with ID.
Welcome back to Troy. Gut check time here for the Oilers, who have had as many as an 18-point lead here in the second half. And give a lot of credit to Walsh. They're shooting outstanding here in the second half. We'll get some numbers here shortly. But this Walsh Cavalier team, who was down 18 early in the second half, has just kept battling. And now Keck at the line. Foul shot's good, and it's down to 7. Carpenter will come back into the game. And Walsh shooting 58% in the game. And it's been a struggle for the Oilers. Full court pressure, and the ball's turned over. Vonneran ahead to Carter, up and in for 2, and we're down to a 5-point lead. Ball comes into Kimbrough. And it'll stay right here. And Charlie Ernst will take a timeout, and this one's gotten out of hand, as the Oilers had complete control of this ball game. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Findlay's up by 5. And we'll go back to my point about giving Walsh credit. They had to come on the road, 2.5-hour drive over here from Canton. Didn't look like they had a lot of mojo to start the game. But Findlay's effort has completely fizzled off here in the last, I want to say, 5 to 10 minutes, where Walsh has picked it up. 7th turnover there on the Oilers. So I think Findlay's got to attack here. We'll see if they do. Walsh has 38 points in the paint compared to this Findlay. And have been in the line 12 times, made 9 of them. So full court pressure again for Walsh. Ball will come into Collick. Elijah, a lot of contact, and he turned it over again. And it'll go to Walsh. And the Oilers just kind of standing there looking around. And as this one is quickly getting away from Findlay. So back-to-back turnovers on the full court pressure. Bondurant to inbound. He'll come in side to Keck. He'll throw it up the left hand. Missed it. Oilers need a board to get it. Terrence Sullivan has it and need to attack. Terran now will put it on the floor finally. Take it across the timeline. Oilers need a bucket here. So Trey Smith with the basketball. Right point and then back to TST. Oilers need a bucket and they look tired. Tyler. Need to get it inside. Can't do it. Trey Smith, cross-court pass left to TST. Ball comes down to the post to Tarrant. 4 on the shot clock. Tarrant go to work. Step-back jumper coming, and it goes down. Terrence Sullivan with a big bucket. Tarrant's got 13, 84-77, under 3 minutes to play. Oilers need some stops. It's gut check time for the Oilers. Ball comes into Fletcher. Fletcher defended it again by TST. Hand back to Carter. Carter. Tough shot, it's good. It was good defense that time by Trey Smith. Got it to go, back down to a 5-point lead. Oilers need to attack here. Ball comes ahead to Collick. Collick waits for the double team, cross-court pass to TST. Send it out and then reset it. Martise Kimbrough with the basketball. He'll stand at the volleyball line. Still with it, 12 seconds on the shot clock. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Martise will come around the screen. Send it to the corner. Collick wide open. Need it. Can't get it. Air ball. And a run out opportunity here for Walsh. They'll hand it out to Zach Carter. Oilers have just completely run out of gas. Carter driving the paint. Throw it up the right hand. Missed it. Offensive rebound and put back. Good by Bondurant. And the Oilers have completely run out of gas here. No energy at all. Offensive rebounds. You name it. Findlay walking over to the bench. And with 2 minutes to go in this game, Oilers' once 18-point lead is just 3, 84-81. So give a lot of credit to Walsh. 26 points for Zach Carter. He has been phenomenal. Trey Fletcher, been absolutely outstanding as well. So out of the timeout, you can probably hear head coach Charlie Ernst begging his team to find some energy. And a lot of deer in the headlight looks from the Oilers right now. And if you want to go anywhere, you got to win this one here. So Oiler basketball, full court pressure. We'll get back to the offensive rebounding numbers. Ball comes in full court to TST. Tyler take it across the timeline. Top of the key to Tarrant. Oilers need to run some offense here. Right side to Teese. Teese will dribble out of pressure, and the Oilers will spread the floor. Looking to slow this one down. Still a lot of time left. Martise out by the volleyball line. Now he'll drive in, kick out Tarrant. Tarrant ball fake, find Trey. Now Trey will drive in. Little floater from 4 feet. Got it home. Big bucket by Trey Smith. Back up to a 5-point lead. And can we get a stop and a rebound? Carter nearly walked to the basketball. Gets it over to Fletcher, right side of the floor. Fletcher trying to go backdoor to Carter. Not there. Hand off to Carter. 14 on the shot clock. Carter come around a Fletcher screen. Hesitation. Driving the lane. Throw up a 5-footer. Got it again. 28 points for Zach Carter. Oilers get it in. Trey Smith ahead to Martise. Martise needs to get across the timeline here. Needs to get across now. Finds Elijah just barely. Double team comes. It's Findlay basketball as Chandler Vondren sitting on my press row here. It's the three-point game, 86-83. 17 seconds on the shot clock. The Oilers have possession. So I'm still trying to figure out what happened there. Ball comes to the backcourt to Taryn. Oilers need a bucket here. Three-point game. Comes into Trey Smith. 10 on the shot clock. 10. Over to Collick. Elijah with 5 seconds. Still with the basketball. Elijah, step back three, hand in the face, didn't hit anything. Rebounded away by Walsh. Oilers with a 3-point lead. 30 seconds to go in the game. Send it ahead to Fletcher. Fletcher got his man up. Now he'll throw up a three, and it's good. We're all tied up at 86. 22 seconds to go in this one. Charlie's got a timeout if he wants it. Crowd comes to their feet here. We're all tied up at 86. Martise going to clear it out here. It's going to be one-on-one with Martise Kimbrough. Martise around the screen. Finds the space. He's wide open. He missed it. Put back is good by Taryn Sullivan. 0.5 seconds to go in the game. And Taryn crashing the boards that time. Tipped it in. So they're going to check the time. I think the time should be about a second. So Martise took a shot, uncontested that time. The rebound came up way high in the air. Taryn got the tip in. And now Greg Langsdorf and Von Sossin will go to the video to check out the time. So right now it's 88-86. And we'll see how much time they put on it. And once again, give a lot of credit to Walsh. Both these teams shooting over 50%. And it's been an absolute slobber knocker as far as both teams exhausted, both teams trying to figure out how they can get stops. Neither one has been able to. And so I think they're going to put 1.4 on the clock, which gives them a little bit more time here. So 1.4 seconds on the clock. And the Oilers are either going to win it or lose it here, as I don't think you have enough much more time than to shoot a half-court bomb. And so now we'll come out of the break here. And I think Walsh will now take a timeout. They will. So they'll take a full timeout. So let's go ahead and send it back to the studio. Oilers lead it 88-86, 1.4 seconds to go. Walsh has possession. This is Findlay basketball on 88.3 WLFC.
Oiler athlete.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Underwriting provided by Heavenly Pizza, 1404 North Main Street, Findlay, 419-423-7494. UF students get 10% off with ID.
Oilers had an 18-point lead in this one, gave it up. Trey Fletcher and Zach Carter have been unbelievable. Carter has 28. Fletcher has 23. So the Oilers out of the timeout. We'll see what we get here. Do not want a foul. Charlie Ernst wants a timeout, so he'll take it. And it'll be a 30-second timeout. So we'll go ahead and run down some of the scores from around the GLIAC once we can get our computer to refresh here. So both coaches talking strategy here, and both coaches desperately need a win. Oilers one-game lead in the GLIAC South right now Ashland, I believe, won earlier today against Tiffin. So we'll check some of the scores. Well, that Tiffin score, 76-58 is the Ashland lead. Still 4 minutes to go in that one over the Dragons. Lake Superior State, 97. Northwood, 62. Lake Erie has an 83-73 lead over Ohio Dominican with about a minute to go there. Halftime score, Ferris State blowing out Grand Valley, 52-27. Another halftime score, Saginaw Valley 33, Wayne State 28. And then Michigan Tech, a 60-47 lead over Northern Michigan, 11 minutes to go. So here we go. Bonner in the inbound for Walsh. Vonneran throws it full court. Caught by Terrence Sullivan, and that is the ball game. Oilers survive here at home, and we'll take it any way we can get it. Findlay wins it, 88-86 over Walsh. Don't go anywhere. We'll have the postgame next. This is Oiler basketball on 88.3 WLFC.
When we come back, it'll be your Oiler basketball postgame show. Jason Granger will have stats, highlights, and the first word with the Oiler coaching staff. You're listening to Oiler basketball on 88.3 WLFC.
Drury Inn & Suites is a supporter of University of Findlay Athletics on 88.3 WLFC. Drury Inn & Suites is located at 820 Trenton Avenue, Route 224 West in Findlay. Guest amenities include 2-room suites and an indoor and outdoor pool. You can reach Drury Inn & Suites online at druryhotels.com or